Hi everyone, JPaul Hernandez here for the JPaul Hernandez podcast, and we're starting probably this year, wondering what is life about, where are you going, what's gonna happen to you, and some of you may have lost jobs, you lost income, you might have rebooted your business in a different way, or maybe some of you have started a business, and I just want you to know that this podcast wants to help you. We want to just add value to you because if, as an entrepreneur, you are helping a lot of families, you're blessing a lot of families. So with that being said, I invited a friend of mine. Her name is Redondo. So she's a Facebook marketing specialist. She has helped companies and amazing brands, malls, even like malls, like mall like and all of those companies to just really push, because now offline marketing is still good, it's still very functional if you're in a local area, but now marketing has evolved again. So before pandemic, digital marketing has been crazy and always evolving. Now it has evolved even more. But now we're just gonna focus on Facebook because Facebook is still, I believe, one of the best place to market your stuff. So with that being said, she has a podcast called Pin to Top, and we're just gonna listen to her and interview on what are Facebook strategies on marketing that anyone can, any small business or any aspiring entrepreneur can do. So without further ado, let me invite Anne. Hi, Anne.
Hi, Brother J. Paul. Thank you so much for inviting me on your show. It's an honor to serve your audience.
Yay! So happy, and thank you for adding value, especially on marketing. Now, I remember, I think Brother Bo or some of my mentors told me 70% of your effort should be marketing. Now I feel it's 90. So,
Well, you don't have a choice,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah, yeah. So before I ask you questions, please share a little bit about yourself, what you
Sure.
do, because you also have a book, right, on shifting to online, online hustling from corporate job. But please share something about yourself.
Yes. So I'm the firstborn of two kids. The second one, actually, I gave him this book because he's a
Woohoo!
guy. Woohoo! So he loves it. So
Thank you.
12 years. I worked for 12 years in the corporate. So I was also an 8 to 5 person, and then two events led me to work from home 100%. The first one was this was 12, 13 years ago already, when both of my parents were hospitalized in the same year,
Wow,
two
that's
different
crazy.
two different occasions, and both of them were hospitalized and they were put in the charity ward.
Crazy.
So I during that time I was working. It didn't make sense to me, Brother J. Paul, na I'm working so hard. Minsan mas mataas pa sa akin yung trabaho ko. How come my parents are in the charity ward? I'm actually 4'11". So, mas mataas talaga yung trabaho ko. Mas madami yung task ko kaysa sa akin,
Yes.
kaysa sa height ko. That didn't make sense to me. How come they were in the charity ward? So that was when I chanced upon Brother Bo's book, yung Eight Secrets of the Truly Rich, and then from there, I learned about the possibility of earning income, maybe more than what I am getting, by working from home through during that time ang tawag is virtual assistant. So
Yes.
that's how I started. But then during that time, I was still working. Tapos I was learning how to work online, and then another thing happened. Ju- ano naman, it was my time to undergo an operation.
Wow.
I had a thyroid operation, and then when it was removed, we found out it's stage 1 cancer.
Oh
So,
no.
but the one of the blessings during that operation was, I did not need chemotherapy kasi nung tinanggal yung thyroid, that alone already removed the cancer. So with those stories, sabi ko, should I go back to what I've been doing for the last few years? Kasi
Yeah.
I had that, parang, alam mo yung parang soul moment, yung
Yes,
di ba
yes.
yung name dati ni Saint Paul, which is actually one of my favorite saints. Parang, that was my soul moment. Sabi ko, should I go back to what I've been doing before because I really don't like it? And it's not that I'm going to die, kasi
Yes.
mataas yung mortality rate nung operation ko. But then sabi ko, if I face God right now, what am I gonna tell him? So,
Yeah.
because of that, I concentrated na, sige, I'm really going to the virtual assistant path, which is now called virtual professional. Now, they call it virtual careers. So,
Yes.
eventually, I got a client and I focused more on Facebook marketing kasi doon ako nahasa.
Okay.
Both training hours saka working hours. Doon talaga.
Wow. All right. So thank you so much, and I'm happy for you. How it has turned out well. Now you're not only earning for yourself, but in a sense adding value to others with what you know. And I'm sure as you do that, more projects come in, more income comes
Yes!
in. So
Yes, I
thank
love
you.
that.
Yay. Thank you, Anne. So, New Year, you don't know what's gonna happen in the next few months. Um, with what you have seen, what is Facebook marketing now? At least now, as we're recording.
Well, looking back with what happened last year, no, I hope entrepreneurs, business owners would never cancel 2020 in their in their milestone years. Kasi
Yes.
2020, it's not a good year for entrepreneurs, definitely.
Yes.
I know you have listeners who may have closed their business permanently, merong iba temporarily, may have let go of some employees, o kaya meron
Mm.
naman yung iba, they had to shift yung mga araw para hindi magtatanggal, pero bawas yung oras. So it's really a bad year technically
Yes.
for business owners. Good thing not only for us Filipinos but for the entire world. But the best thing about it was, number one, now I hope business owners now understand that digital marketing is a must,
Yeah.
regardless if there's pandemic or none. And
Yes.
number two, there are still ways wherein we can bounce back from this. And like what I said, the good thing about it is everyone is going to go up. There's, because like what a movie said, there's no way to go but up.
Yes.
So Facebook is in last year napansin ko marami siyang features na ibinigay specifically for business owners. Hindi lang sa paggawa ng how, not only on how you can communicate well your message to your audience, but also on advertising. Because as you know,
Mm.
Facebook is offering ads for business owners. Ang dami nilang
Yes.
ginawa. Like for instance, if you're doing Facebook Live for your business, automatic nagka-caption na siya. Unlike before, kailangan mo pang mag-upload. So,
Yes.
that's one of the best things. So, sabi ko siguro, na nalaman ni Facebook, ang dami na rin nag-online masses last year, no? Kaya siguro, sige, push natin yan. Maganda yan. What else? They really pushed hard for Facebook shops and Instagram shops. As you know, Facebook and Instagram, magkapamilya yan. Part yan ng
Yes.
Facebook family. So, marami ng choices ngayon ng business owners na it's almost like they don't have to leave Facebook or Instagram anymore. They can shop right there and there.
Yes.
Doon sa kanilang profile. Yun yung mga nakita ko na ilan lang sa mga changes. When it comes to advertising, business owners can also target customers na bumili na before. It's been there for a long time, but then now talagang mas in-enhance nila, mas separate na yung category nila for shopping. So those changes make I can directly say that Facebook became more sensitive on the needs of the business owners.
Yes.
Kasi walang nakalabas. Kahit naman si Mark Zuckerberg, hindi rin niya pinalabas yung mga employees niya last year.
That's
So
right.
I'm happy with those results. Of course, as you know, Brother J. Paul, nagro-roll out siya. Hindi naman siya sabay-sabay sa buong mundo. Nagsa-start siya
Yes.
minsan sa US muna, sa Europe, and then
Yes.
later on, makikita mo na dito. But then again, those changes are very they're very good, and we always welcome them. And one more thing, Brother J. Paul, if you remember, around October last year, nag-open ang Facebook ng grant, business grants dito sa
Yes.
Philippines. For a while, I think for 1 or 2 weeks, inopen lang nila yon for businesses for Metro Manila lang eh. But
Mm.
then, ang ginawa nila, in-extend pa nila, umabot siya ng hanggang November, they opened the grant, and then buong Pilipinas na. So, I'm glad for those changes kasi parang sumasabay lang si Facebook doon sa pangangailangan ng business owners.
That's right. That's right. Galing. And I've noticed also, kapag gamit ko yung phone ko, tapos you click a link, that meron ng mini browser si Facebook para hindi ka na umalis ng Facebook app. Kasi 'di ba dati, when you click a link or your website link or may binibili ka, it automatically transfers to an app or Safari or Chrome or kung naman. Pero ngayon may mini mobile browser na si Facebook. Is this good or bad? Or
Uh,
what is it?
for the last few years, they're getting this. They've got this idea from the social platform ng China. I
Mm.
forgot the name, but it's popular there kasi it's the only,
We,
parang yun yung Facebook nila doon.
WeChat.
So, yeah, I think that's the WeChat. So, yun yung somehow they got the idea that, wait a minute, people who are using WeChat, they're no longer going out of the site. They
Mm.
can order food there. They can
Yes.
reserve restaurant seats there. They can buy flowers from there. So parang sabi ni Facebook, parang okay to. Actually hindi lang si Facebook. Any other platforms are trying to do it. They're trying to replicate it. Na parang oo nga no. Why are we making it harder for customers to transact with the businesses that they know? Why not make Facebook home for this in such a way na hindi na sila lalabas?
That's right.
So, for a part of it, it's good. But yung iba kasi, yung medyo mga geeky, medyo natatakot sila sa gano'n. It's scary for them.
I
But
can
then
imagine.
that's how you do business. And as you
Yes.
know, like you, Brother J. Paul, you might have experience, like for example, you're going to watch, let's say you're going to click a link, let's say a blog or an article. Medyo, alam mo naman tayo, medyo maikli na rin yung attention span natin. Minsan parang hassle pag, 'di ba? Pag parang dadalin ka ng mobile browser mo sa outside Facebook. Parang you have a few seconds of decision time na, ano nangyayari? Ganun, di ba? So,
Yes.
I've had experiences na ganun din. So, for a part of it, it's good.
Hmm.
Some of the geek and the tech experts are saying it's scary, but you just have to take care really at the end of the day of um your identity,
That's
how you
right.
put yourself out there.
Galing. So, okay. So now let's focus really on like how do we put the story or how to push.
Brother J. Paul, humina
Yeah.
ka.
Oh, sorry. Lumayo
Humina.
ako sa mic. Okay. So, let's just push yung ideas, the how of it. So, Anne, if I'm an entrepreneur or I'm a business, let's say, what should be my Facebook marketing mindset? Kasi ang daming tricks and tips. Let's talk about it later. But at least we
Yeah.
start with our mindset. What is or what should be my Facebook marketing mindset as we start the year moving forward?
Two things, Brother J. Paul. First one, kahit kahit hindi Facebook ang platform of choice mo, whichever it is, you need to remember your goal. What is the goal
Hmm.
of your business? Kasi ang Facebook para din yang input process output. Natutunan natin yun sa computer, subject natin nung sa school. Input process output. What you put on the platform, yun lang din ibibigay niya sa'yo. So, ibig sabihin, if you are not clear on your business goals, tapos you use the platform, kung ano yung kung magulo yung isip mo, in the end, ang ibibigay lang din niya sa'yo, magulo lang din. So, alam niyo,
Yes.
kasi on that first point, Brother JPaul, what I want business owners to understand is Facebook is a tool. It's one of the social
Ganda.
media marketing tools that you can use so that pwedeng makilala yung business mo, pwedeng makonsider yung product or service mo ng ibang tao, at
Yes.
saka eventually bibili sila sa'yo. So dapat
Mm.
clear ka. Like when you say, for example, gusto ko pag gumamit ako ng Facebook marketing, pag ginamit ko ang Facebook, magkakaroon ako ng 100 new customers every month. If that is the goal that you have in mind, Facebook in return has all the possible strategies and features na ibibigay niya sa'yo. The thing is, if you don't know, like, pasok lang ako dito, wala lang, kasi everyone has Facebook page, I guess I should have one.
Yes.
Magulo yan. Kasi, pag hindi ka clear, pag wala kang gustong sabihin kay Facebook, ang output niya sa'yo, ganun lang din. And what happens, Brother J. Paul, when people are business owners particularly, if not, they are not clear with what they want, what's gonna happen is, of course, the output is mediocre. And then they will say, ayoko na ng Facebook kasi hindi naman niya binigay yung gusto ko.
Love life
Oh,
lang
parang love life lang yun. Dapat clear lang. Yeah. And then the second one is, okay, let's say you are clear with your goals on Facebook, you are using its features. Always remember that any other social media marketing tool, just like Facebook, it's made for you to build relationship with your customer. So hindi pwedeng every content that you have, everything that you post is, oy, bili kayo nito, bili kayo nito, bili kayo
That's
nito.
right. That's right.
So Brother J. Paul was telling me about it when we met before this podcast. Sabi ko, yeah, I actually get triggered when with those things. Kasi ang tagal na ng Facebook, but then meron pa ring mga ganong klaseng content. I get to check that, Brother J. Paul, if, for example, if I go to a Facebook page of a business or a service, and then I check the whole news feed. Pag puro yan, benta, 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 sabi ko, nako, this guy needs help. Ganun. So this is the second one. You can't just sell and sell.
Yeah.
Kasi you need to build relationships with your customers. Ang kumbaga sinasabi ko nga doon is you have to be the partner of your customer. You cannot just tell them na, oh, this book, ito yung book ko, bumili kayo nito, kasi magandang basahin to. You need to answer the question, what's in it for them? So, and so from there, that is how you present yourself, your products or your services sa Facebook page mo. Those
I
two
love it.
things.
Galing, galing. Is there any business na mas malakas sa Facebook compared to like may industry ba na pang Facebook or any business can flourish in Facebook?
Any business can flourish on Facebook. But the most important thing is, like what I said, this is just a tool. Media,
That's
ito is
right.
isang part to ng itong medium. So the most important thing is, where is your audience? Where's your market?
That's right. That's right.
Kasi I've from what I have learned, Facebook medyo medyo mga, I could be wrong, but nandun siya sa mga 30s to 50s or even
Yes.
60s. So if your product or service is serving those customers, yes, you can flourish on Facebook. Ano pa? Medyo hati yung demographics, male and female. Pareho naman silang gumagamit ng Facebook. So, pwede. Kasi meron kasing mga platforms na talagang in terms of demographics,
Yeah.
they're iba. Like for instance, let's say Instagram. Instagram is like what I said, part of Facebook family. Ang Instagram, usually yan mga nasa mas batang age, mga early 20s hanggang mga 40s ganyan, and more women. And the people who go there, they are more into visuals. Because
Yes.
obviously, you can't post anything on Instagram unless there's an image or a video. So, anong pwede doon? So, sino yung nandun? Most likely, the millennials are there and the Gen Zs are there. So if your product or service is catering to those types of people, at least in terms of demographics, di dun ka. Pwede yun. So tool lang ang Facebook ay medium. So
Mm,
it's important, but then the first thing that we need to ask is, where is my market right now? Saan sila tumatambay? Yun.
tama, tama, tama. Yeah, I mean, ang galing eh. Kasi, for example, based on my experience, when nag-post kami na, uy, nakakapag-deliver kami ng relief goods.
Yeah, I've seen it.
So, ang mga nag-contact sa amin ay mga those who wanna do something similar or mga paisa-isa lang, tingi-tingi. Not really our expertise, but of course, it's still business. So,
Yeah.
but yung kwento of what we're doing sa logistics, we really post it on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Kasi dun ko feel na andun yung, kasi ang kausap ko, with B2B kami eh. So kailangan
Yes.
kausap is warehouse manager, purchasing. So what do you think of that strategy? And from that, can you share your thoughts for our listeners and audience?
I could say, Brother JPaul, that's good. Kasi you're targeting sa logistics business ninyo. You're targeting the people who are decision makers. Sila yung magde-decide. Kasi like, are we gonna get JPaul's logistics company, 'di ba? So I can say I'm a Facebook strategist, but then I'm not going to delete LinkedIn in the picture. Kasi
Yes.
B2B really is LinkedIn. But then again, in terms of yung ibang businesses, it's really about reaching out, never stopping to reach out to your best customers. So like for example, like what Brother Japol said, yung decision makers, they're going for LinkedIn. That's very good. But then when it comes to, what's happening inside the company, sino ba yung mga employees na i-feature namin? Actually, pwede yun, both LinkedIn and both LinkedIn
Yes.
and Facebook. That's actually good.
Yeah, galing, galing. Thank you. It's really good. So I love what you're saying. It's really building relationship, not just posting, bili ka nito. And okay, with that being said, that's ano ba ang tama? PM is the key or ilagay yung details nung binebenta niya. Kasi I'm confused, may side na PM is the key, may isa dapat andito na. I mean, I don't know what's the right thing to do.
It's a tactic. It's one of the marketing tactics. There are businesses nilalagay nila yung price. Meron naman nilalagay nila, you send us a message, or yeah, yung PM is the key, which is one of the quotes of 2020. So,
Yeah.
PM is the key. It's in the way you're going to test it. So, as you know, when in marketing, you need to test things. So,
Mm,
siguro, pwede kang mag-post na, pwede mo lagay yung price. Tapos, yung isa naman post, pwede naman, you send us a message to find out more information. Because from there, malalaman mo, sino yung mag-engage further. Sino yung mas magiging
mm,
interesado? Yung mga tao na nakakita na ng price, o yung mga tao na before they need to know the price, they need to send me a message. Because usually, like what I said, it's a marketing tactic. Kasi it's part of increasing the curiosity of a potential or a current customer. Kasi when you say na PM is the key, syempre wala sila, kung talagang gusto nila yung product or service mo, talagang magsisend sila ng private message sa iyo. I've seen both cases wherein um pinapakita yung price. Meron din naman na PM is the key. Both works. It's just a matter of putting the benefit, yun yung message dapat palagi ng content. Ano palagi ang benefit ng product or service para dun sa tao na tina-target mo.
Ganda.
That
Right.
would allow them to either buy, kung nandun na yung presyo, bibili ako agad, ito na yung pera ko. Sasabihin niyang ganun. Or, yung PM is the key, maraming magme-message sa'yo.
That's right. I mean, I guess I can relate in a sense. For example, I'm in kunyari magto-talk. I post the other day I gave my grabe sobrang naiiyak ako kasi nagbigay ako ng talk ko ng may audience 20 people for a company. Sobrang saya ko. Tapos sabi ko grabe sobrang happy ko. I mean happy na ako na online. I mean the introvert in me is very happy. Pero I mean 10 months is a little bit crazy. But anyway, so I posted. It's posting your what you do, sharing stories. It's also a marketing tool. So the
I've seen
ways
it. You're so happy. You're so happy. So, oh, wow! Grabe na yung kita ko.
yeah, pero yun, 'di ba? Hindi ko pwedeng ilagay kasi yung way of business na yun, hindi ko naman pwede ilagay. Oh, book me for a talk, 10k lang or 20k or
Yeah,
30k.
yes.
It's,
Yes.
it's a PM is the key way. Pero
Yes.
siguro tama ka. Ako, but this is what I'm understanding from you. So for example, I'm selling let's say lasagna. Huwag na natin maglokohin. Huwag ka na mag-PM is the key. Lagay mo na yung
Yeah.
price mo dyan. Tama ba yung understanding ko?
Yes. Yes. That's also good. That's also good. Yeah, because the food is there. Like, PM is the key. Like, oh my God. Gutom na ako.
Tama. Galing.
Yeah. And of course, like what you said, if you're booking for if you're open for speaking engagements, yun kasi usually you have a one page sheet of like yung topics na gusto na pwede mong i-cover. At
Yeah.
saka from there, like for example, how much is my rate for 1 hour, for 30 minutes, 2 hours, half day, ganon. So, siguro it's best to say na pag yung mga high ticket items usually talaga, like you need to inquire further. But when we talk of you're doing online selling, like if you're in Shoppee and Lazada, that's so obvious. You need to publish the rates and
Yes.
yung food, yung mga ganon. So that's good.
Galing. What can you tell me about like kasi so you can't just post, you need to create content that engages. So with Facebook, engagement is the name of the game. Um, so a lot of people have given up on Facebook because of algorithm, kahit di naman na naintindihan. Because so
Yeah, tell
can
me
you
about it.
can you share more about it? This is like just open it up para maintindihan ng tao. I mean, kasi for example, when I started making videos, I would really hit hundreds of thousands because ilan pala kami gumaga ng Facebook videos and the game has really changed and di ako nakahabol in a sense, and then slowly gusto ko pala mag-podcast because gusto ko yung ganitong intimate conversations. So anyway, but I will still post the podcast on Facebook. Syempre, distribute mo na everywhere. So
Yes.
anyway, sorry, and share more, please in detail discuss Facebook algorithm kasi talagang daming nag-give up sa Facebook because of it.
Um, Tama ka doon, Brother JPaul. Facebook algorithm is one quote-unquote enemy na tinatawag nila pero hindi naman nila ma-spell. What? Let's put it this way. Algorithms, hindi lang Facebook ang meron yan. Any social media platform meron. The goal is to for Facebook, I can speak for Facebook. They change algorithms or how basically ang algorithm is how you are able to see the post of your friends. That's how I can simply explain it. Kasi yung algorithm math yan, ayoko ng math nung nag-aaral ako. So But basically business owners and even influencers, they consider that as an enemy, quote unquote, kasi maraming businesses saka mga basically Facebook pages more on engaging before, nawala sila lahat sa Facebook. They took their pages down because they couldn't keep up with the algorithm. But basically what Facebook is and other platforms are trying to say is, we need, as marketers, kasi business owners are also marketers of their brands and products, 'di ba? We need to level up the way we send our message to our customer. Kasi, Facebook might be saying, paulit-ulit ka lang, benta ka na lang ng benta. Sige, hindi ko ipapakita yung, Facebook will say, parang benta ka lang ng benta, you're not providing value to your customers.
Ang ganda.
Ang gagawin ko, babawasan ko yung dami ng tao na nakakakita ng post mo until you tweak something, you rephrase what you are trying to trying to say. And basically that's how algorithms are happening on other platforms. With Facebook
Mm.
kasi, what they're trying to promote inside Facebook is create engaging conversations with the people that matter to you most. Yan yung sinabi ni Mark Zuckerberg. And for marketers, that's difficult. That's difficult kasi ibig sabihin nun, humihirap yung algorithm. Also, Facebook will encourage you to consider advertising. Ibig sabihin, for you to reach more people, magbayad ka ng ads.
Mm.
In both cases, galit ang tao sa ganon, and that makes them feel and say, ayoko na sa Facebook, I'm gonna leave. And a lot of people have left. And it's bad kasi it's just a matter of like what I said, rephrasing, redoing the way you do your marketing. And number two, if you can't keep up, you ask for help. Like you mentioned it in one of your episodes, 'di ba? If you need help, ask. Kasi there are people like me, people who are actually better than me. They can help you do Facebook marketing right without you thinking of algorithm. Kasi what's gonna happen is people who are you're going to ask for help, they're really going to work with you. Like, ano nila, pipigain ka nila, ano ba talaga yung gusto mong message na iparating sa ano mo, sa customers mo. Kasi yun lang din ang ilalabas nila. So again, input, process, output.
Ganda.
Maraming business owners umalis dyan. I remember, Brother JPaul, before the pandemic hit last year, I was doing a digital marketing basic seminar for it's sponsored by telecommunications network. So I was one of the speakers. Hindi ko yun makakalimutan because when we went into Facebook, kasi nag-zoom in kami sa Facebook marketing, and umabot doon sa point na, okay, we're gonna talk about Facebook ads right now because, Facebook is a tool na nandun na siya sa point na the platform is already giving you an opportunity to use ads. And sabi ko, okay, sino na dito, nagpataas ako ng kamay sa mga business owners. Sabi ko, sino na dito ang nakatry mag-Facebook ads? And some of them raised their hands, and then one raised her hand, and then may kasamang comment. Sabi niya, I tried, I stopped. I'm not going back again. Sabi niya gano'n. So,
Grabe.
and sabi ko, hindi naman yon bago sa amin. So, the next question is, may we know why? So, like what I mentioned to you a while ago, medyo hindi clear dun sa business goal. Tapos, ang nangyari, since this is ad, so medyo malaki yung perang nailabas niya. So, hindi bumalik, unfortunately. So, napaso na. So, imagine, sabi ko, well, that's why you're here. Well, that's
I
why you're
love it.
here. I can't tell you right away na mababago yung perspective mo with how this is, but I hope it's going to give you more light kasi Hindi ibig sabihin na ganun yung nangyari sa'yo, mangyayari yun ulit sa'yo. So, alam ko mahaba kasi ang algorithm kasi it could take a day to talk about, but ang to combat algorithm, it's really number one, doing marketing right, doing it actually better, and then number two, asking help from someone that could really help you. And when it
Mm.
comes to that second one, marami. Filipinos lang, ang dami na.
Nice, nice. I love it. Alam mo, it made me remember. I was listening to a podcast a few weeks ago about Gary Vaynerchuk, and
Yes.
he was being interviewed about anti-Facebook ads. The person was anti-Facebook ads, and then Gary said, ka-level mo na si Gary. So anyway, he was saying,
Wow.
um, well, in English na, I do advertisements for a living. And the way, how much we spend on just the mark on how to get it into Super Bowl, yung mga TV slots, or yung billboards, millions of dollars. And if you think about it, just para the like click, peso per click in a sense, or
Yes.
the price per click,
Yeah.
it's so much cheaper how you spend for people to check your content. And yun lang, galing lang, just with you, I mean, remembering what Gary was saying. Naks.
Wow. Naks. But Brother JPaul, it's true because I also follow him. And he's actually, I remember 2 years ago when he came here, talaga nagpunta talaga ako. Like, I want to breathe the same air. Kind of feeling. Kasi sinusundan ko talaga siya. And what he said was true. Because, as you know, yung kanyang company, he buys ads for TV. And of course, he does digital marketing as well. So, naiintindihan niya yon. One spot commercial in TV is sobrang laki. And totoo din naman siya dito sa Pilipinas. You can post a billboard in EDSA at malaki yon, mahal yon. Pero again, totoo yung sinasabi niya na yung cost per click na tinatawag, sobrang mas mura sa Facebook. And actually, when he visited here, sabi niya, I did my homework. Sabi niya, you guys here in the Philippines, your Facebook ads are way cheaper than ours. Mas mura.
Galing na.
So
Yeah,
sabi niya, like, if you're not doing ads right now, you are missing a lot. So yun yung sabi niya. He's actually also one of those people na na parang in a way helped me send this message across, like just like you have a podcast, because not only because he's doing it, but because he's pushing for value, yung sinasabi na yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina na you provide value to your customers, and para sa kanya podcast is one of them. And since we're doing it, so we're like, yay! I'm so happy. So yun lang. That's how that's true. It's
I
really
love
true.
it.
So kung mahal sa US ang ads, whether TV spot, radio spot, saka billboards, mahal din siya dito.
Galing, galing. So, with that being said, so I think, what do you think about, should you be viral? Kasi dami naghahanap ng viral videos eh. Or consistent?
Yung viral, I'm for the consistent. But to put a context on both, to explain, yung viral kasi, yung mga clients ko din kasi minsan they tried during interviews, if I'm considering them to be my clients, if they're looking for someone who does viral content, I'm already saying no, kasi sabi ko I'm not the person for you. Kasi hindi ko siya, it's not my cup of tea, because naniniwala ako na ang virality, it's a phenomenon. Hindi mo siya pwedeng ipilit. Natatandaan niyo yung Aldab, di ba? Oh, 5 years ago. 5, 6 years ago. Nung nagkita yung dalawang yung split screen, you would never know that like in 2-3 weeks, boom. Like already mahina yung 1 million views ng segment na yon. So, to me, that's how viral is. You don't know when it's coming. But there's a book for it actually, and it's one of the things that I've been doing in my work for the last few years. Yung Contagious, yung book ni Jonah Berger. You can check it out. It's available in bookstores. There's a book for that kasi si Jonah Berger, the guy from Harvard, he studied what makes viral work. So, pwede. But if I'm going to choose between viral and consistency, I'm gonna go with consistency. Kasi yung consistency, um, nam, ang number one na goal mo doon is you're providing value to your customers. So what's gonna happen is, compared to I need to be viral, versus I'm providing value, mas madali siyang ma-achieve.
Ganda.
'Di ba? Kasi
Ganda.
I remember, kumbaga, providing value means, let's make it simple. You are trying to show love to your customers. That's how I see it. Yung pag inisip mo na I need to make this viral, I need to make this viral. It's bordering fame, looking for fame, and what goes with it, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
Publicity, whether good or bad. So merong nagtatribe sa viral, pero to me, at the end of the day, consistency pa din. Kasi you never know, dun sa consistency na yon, kahit maliliit lang siya, pakonti-konti, you start small, and then pag matagal mo na siyang ginagawa, hindi mo alam, ang dami na palang nanonood sa'yo, and then all of a sudden you don't know, you have millions of subscribers already, and with that, then maybe that's the time you can go viral
Galing.
already.
Yeah, alam mo what made me realize, meron kasi kaming client and I'm gonna shout them out kasi they're very one of our, grabe tong client namin to because they started their business June of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And now, and then I think by September, they sold out until December. Grabe talaga. Yeah. It's called
last year?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's called Agyo Cakes. I don't know if you've seen it.
Wow, cake. Nagutom ako.
Yeah, so ang galing nila. So sinek ko agad yung phone ko. Kasi ang galing. With what you're just saying. So what they do is customized case and they're not cheap. They're about 1.3 and maliit 6 inches pero grabe design, minimalist design cakes. So what they do, so tawag ka, text ka or message, ano yung options mo, tapos they design it. So I've since nakailan na kami sa kanila, pero ang galing talaga. And so for example, I don't know if makikita nyo dito. So ang galing.
I'm
so
excited.
Ito siya. So sila na yung phone ko. So ito, tapos ito yung cake.
Oh wow.
Wait, I need to lower my. So yung cake.
Wow.
Grabe talaga.
Wow.
So sobrang lakas ni Igyo. Kami na mismo yung parang teka, we need to natin kailan ng delivery. Parang yung bakers nila tsaka kami napapalaban with deliveries and baking. But they really na-shoot nila yung nakuha nila yung they're just ang galing nila mag-market, like basically what their caption is based on the design that they made. Tapos and they're just documenting what they're making, and because iba-iba every time, sobrang lakas. So it's a 6-month-old Facebook page. It's 35k followers and most of them are paying, and IG nila is 70k. Tama ka eh. Kasi ang sarap, ang gandang visual delight eh. Ang ganda ng ginagawa nila.
It's true.
So ang galing nila. I mean everything that you were saying, sila na iisip ko. I mean, such a young company na hit nila yung marketing. I mean, just so you guys check them out, because if you get from them, we're also earning. So,
yeah, that's so good. That's so good, Brother JPaul. Thank you for sharing that. Kasi you see, sabi mo 6 months pa lang yung Facebook page, but they started the business, tama? 2019?
Yes,
so
June
2019, relatively new, mga 1.5 years pa lang. But because
sorry. June 2020.
June 2020, oh my God,
Pandemic, it's a pandemic business.
pandemic business. Oh my God. So it's a testament of it's a testament of number one, kahit anong namang mangyari, ang pagkain hindi mahuhuli, you know, kahit na customize eh. Kasi the brand that you mentioned, that's not the only customized cake that
Yes.
that has served us. Ang dami. Pero look at where they are right now. It's a testament of good marketing, and you know, of course, isa-set aside na natin yung they are really good in what they do, 'di ba? So really good marketing. Part of that is they share kung ano yung cake na yon, paano ginawa. That alone is content eh. It's already providing service na parang this is how we carefully create this cake for you
Galing. Tsaka ano,
because we love you.
yeah, tsaka ganun sabi ni Gary, ganun ginagawa nila yung ginasabi ni Gary. Just document what
Yeah.
you do and then share.
Yes. You know what? They can, you know what they can do. Maybe they're doing this, but this just popped up on my head. You know what? If they can get videos of unboxing the cake, and then you know the face lighting up of the celebrator.
Pasok
Tapos,
lalo.
okay, and the usual testimonials kasi those products live on testimonials eh. So those
That's ang
alone are
galing.
already good marketing.
You know what they did for me? Birthday gift nila sa akin nung October. They sent me a customized cake and with the QR code of Spotify that works.
Wow!
So you can just check my FB or IG. Tas i-try mo yung QR code, tas gagana siya.
And it's
Pupunta siya
gonna
sa
play.
yeah.
See? Like
Sobrang galing.
they don't need to do that, but that's added bonus, right? That's
Yes.
so nice.
Galing,
That's
galing,
customization. Ang galing. Ang galing.
galing. Yeah.
I never doubt, never doubt that their business is going to be big. So hindi totoo na ano eh. It's one of those examples, brother J Paul, na not even pandemic can stop you for doing what you can do for your customers. Because there are so many ways.
Galing. Um, yeah. Galing. So, okay. With that being said, so we're really add value, put content. It's still really concept of marketing on a vehicle which is Facebook. Talagang yun yung wala siyang kakaiba na and I love what you said this whole conversation that you have to change your game every now and then to make it engaging for Facebook. I love it. And I thought about it now. What about people who post on Facebook Marketplace? What are your thoughts about Facebook Marketplace?
Oh, that's good. Kasi yung marketplace, it's really the area wherein if you are into selling, you go there.
Mm.
Kumbaga, like, let's say, like, I have like 657 friends as of now. Not that much. So, imagine if I'm an online seller and I'm going to do a live video on my Facebook profile telling everyone, hey, I'm selling my phone, I'm selling this mouse, ganon. Ano lang, pamain lang, ganon. So, not everyone in my friends would be interested.
Yes.
Right? So, ang mangyayari, parang ano lang ako, most likely, ano na, cricket sound sa profile ko. When
Yeah.
in fact, when you go to marketplace, people that are there are really buying and selling. So, you go there. Kasi it's the best place. It's the same when you go to shopping sites like Lazada and Shoppee. Hindi ka nandun para tumambay eh. You're there to shop. So if you're selling something, whether secondhand, whatever, books, kung ano man, appliances, kahit bahay and lupa, nakakita na ako doon. Grabe. Pati kotse. They're selling it there. So if you're selling online, then go to the best places. Kumbaga, kung may specific pa siya doon, then you go there. Kasi ang alam ko, not every platform has a marketplace eh. Unless
Mm.
it's a shopping site, which is
Yes.
that's really the goal. I don't think Twitter has it. Pinterest is really made for it kasi may
Mm,
buttons sila. But link you can't do that on LinkedIn. So if marketplace is the place to go, then you go there.
that's right. Galing. Thanks, Anne. Last question. Please, actually, wala nang question, but more of thank you so much for being here. And what are your final message? What's your final message to our audience and how they will market this 2021?
Thank you so much, first of all, Brother J. Paul. It's an honor because I've seen your list of guests. So sabi ko, oh my God, kinakabahan ako. Wala ko masabi. So thank you so much for allowing me to serve your audience. For 2021, never delete 2020, the lessons of 2020 for business owners. Learn from it. Um, this is the year to bounce back. This is the year to reclaim
Woohoo!
what you've lost. Bounce back slowly. If you are going to consider Facebook marketing for your business, learn slow, implement fast.
Ganda.
Yun yung masasabi ko. And
Ganda.
don't think too much of algorithms. Because if you think of that, you're going to stop yourself from serving your customers. I remember this. It's one of those things that Brother Odi Villarasa mentioned to us. Because I do live engaging for fees at home eh. Sabi niya sa amin, you just have to love your audience. And ever since then, sabi ko, okay, every time I do live engaging, parang nandun na yan sa noo ko. Love your audience, love your audience. And that's the same idea, the same mode that I want you business owners to have every time you are working on your business. Love your audience because at the end of the day, kung walang audience, walang customer. Kung walang customer, walang kita. Kung walang kita, walang business.
That's right. That's right.
That's it. Thank you, Brother
Woo!
J. Paul.
Thank you, Anne. And Ann Penaredondo, thank you so much for being here. Please, if they get you, for our listeners and those who are watching, what kind of services do you provide if they're interested in, creating a relationship or having you as a partner or whatever?
Oh, I do free 30-minute Facebook marketing strategy. So I talk to potential business owners. Yun yung sabi ko, pipigain kita kasi hindi ko alam yung business mo. So I need to know why you want the help that you need. And then in terms of services, I do content marketing for Facebook, and I also do ads. So and I also do article writing kung kailangan
Mm.
for them. But the basics are Facebook marketing, posting content, engaging with your audience. Kung dun sa inbox, I also do that. Yung customer service, tawag na doon customer service eh, yung mga nag-inquire sa Messenger. And Facebook ads. Yan.
Yay! All right. So fun, so fun. Thank you, Anne. And oh, by the way, sorry, close ko na. Where can they connect with you? What's your
Ay, oo nga pala, nakalimutan ko rin. Sobra. Pasensya na. AnnChristine.com, ANNKRISTINE.com. There's a link there where you can go to get a free 30-minute coaching call with me. And Pin to Top podcast for business owners. It's available on podcast directories that you find listening to your car or in your kitchen. Favorite ko nga doon sabi, nasa Spotify din po ako kahit di po ako singer. You can check me out there. And Facebook page is Facebook FB Marketing Less the Overwhelm. Facebook.com/FB Marketing Less the Overwhelm. I'm also on LinkedIn, Ann Christine Penaredondo. You can engage me there. I'll send a message to you as soon as I can because those things are on my phone. Thank you, Brother J. Paul.
Thank you, Anne. And I pray that God will bless you more. He will send you more clients to help to add value to during this next few years. And may you bless more people and more businesses with what you do. And thank you everyone for joining me today. And I pray that your business will grow. You'll be able to employ more, help more, and give more. Thank you so much, Podcast Network Asia and Podmetrics for powering this podcast. And our podcasts are up every Tuesday and Friday at 9 a.m. See you soon, and the best is yet to come. God bless you.